The government has published its audit of how people from different backgrounds are treated by public services in the UK. The figures show disparities across the board in health, employment, education and treatment by police and the courts. The Prime Minister, Theresa May, who commissioned the audit, says public services will have to now explain or change any differences in the way people are treated. But critics claim just releasing the figures doesn't offer any actual solutions. Our Home editor Mark Easton has been taking a look.
The many faces of multiracial Britain. But despite decades of efforts to improve equality between races, there are still big differences in people's life experiences.
If you're black, you're treated more harshly by the criminal justice system.
On her first day as Prime Minister, Theresa May pledged to fight the burning injustices of racial disparity and instructed officials to comb Whitehall for any relevant facts and figures held by government departments. 300 data sets were found, and this afternoon 60 of those were put on a dedicated website. They're not new figures, but they are now in one place.
We've got the data, we've had it before. The key question is, what are we going to do about it? And that's the question for government. White working class communities left behind, black and ethnic minorities languishing in the job centre, failing in schools. What are we going to do? What's the action that's going to flow from having all this data on one website?
There are differences in almost every area of public life. In education, while 71% of Chinese pupils in England reach the expected standard in reading, writing and maths aged 11, among white British pupils it's 54%, and for white Gypsy and Roma children it's 13%. In housing in England, the proportion of white British senior managers who own their own home is 82%. Among senior managers from other ethnic groups, it's 55%. In jobs, a focus on the West Midlands reveals 5% of white people are unemployed, but among people from other ethnic groups, it's 11%. Coventry is one of 20 hotspots identified by the audit, and new measures are being introduced to reduce the disparity.
It shouldn't be about the groups, it should be just